joy to the whole world through their teachings. He used to give also inspiring messages to the crowds who were gathering around him. One of the advices he once gave to his disciples was this: be wise as serpents and innocent as doves. This is indeed a very rich and beautiful message. Be wise as serpents and innocent as doves. You are all students. You are in the process of learning many things which would help you tomorrow to make your lives happy and successful. As students, your target is wisdom. Hence, I think that this advice of Jesus Christ is very relevant to you. Be wise as serpents and innocent as doves. It's not enough that we become wise as serpents. Wise people can become crooked and poisonous like serpents. That is why Jesus immediately added, while trying to become wise as serpents, we should be also innocent as doves. We should imitate the good qualities of even serpents. The good qualities of a serpent are that it is aware of its circumstances, foresees the dangerous situations, and is always vigilant either to escape from or to confront the attacks from others. A wise person is one who knows how to combine the prudence of the snake and the innocence of the dove in his life. Such a person will definitely always be happy and successful in his life. The children are innocent by nature. Just to show the innocence of the children, I would like to tell you a small story. One day, the little girl, Tina, came to her mother and complained, "Mama, I have got a stomachache." "I know the reason," said the mother. "That's because you are not eating sufficiently. Your stomach is empty. You would feel better if you have something in it." That evening, the principal of her school came to visit that family, her parents. In the course of conversation, he remarked that he had been suffering all day with a severe headache. Immediately, the little girl Tina said, "I know the reason. This is because your head is empty. You would feel much better if you had something in it." My dear children, though this is a funny conclusion, we all will admit that there is innocence in it. The child is definitely innocent as dove. It may take some time for her to become prudent like a serpent. Only that in this process, she should not lose her natural innocence. My dear children, I appreciate your quest, your longing for wisdom. That's why you are here. That's why you are in your respective schools, listening to your teachers, learning from your classes, reading your lessons, doing your homeworks, getting ready for your examinations and so on. Why do you go through all this process? Because you want to become wise. I would like to remind you that wisdom is not merely acquiring knowledge. It is much more. We do have knowledge in abundance. Today, our high school students know much more than what the famous scientists knew some 50 years ago. Yet instead of happiness and peace, problems and anxieties are increasing in the world. It's not because we do not know the way to happiness and peace. The sacred scriptures of different religions and their prophets, many holy and wise people gone before us, especially Jesus Christ, show us clearly the way to happiness and peace. Even though we know it, we are not ready to travel along this narrow path that leads to true happiness. We are reluctant to get rid of our own selfish interests. We know the difference between what is good and what is evil. But this knowledge alone is not enough. We should be able to choose the good and put it into practice. That is wisdom. So the formula is this: knowledge plus action is equal to wisdom. Unless you put into practice what you know, you can never become wise. That is why Jesus Christ said, "Everyone then who hears these words of mine and does them will be like wise man who built his house upon the rock. And the rain fell, and the floods came, and the winds blew and beat upon that house, but it did not fall, because it had been founded on the rock of wisdom." Jesus continued, "And everyone who hears those words of mine and does not do them will be like a foolish man who built his house upon the sand. And the rain fell, and the floods came, and the winds blew and beat against that house, and it fell, and great was that fall, because it was built only on the sand of mere knowledge, devoid of practice." So I conclude, my dear children, it is good to acquire as much knowledge as possible. Now, together with that, we should also live in accordance with the knowledge we have acquired. Then only that knowledge becomes useful for us and we become wise. In the book of Proverbs it is said, "The fear of the Lord God is the beginning of wisdom. Fools despise wisdom and instruction." So, my dear children, my wish and prayer for you today is this: may the Lord God bless you and keep you. The Lord, the source of wisdom, make his face shine upon you and give you wisdom, happiness, and peace. Thank you very much.
I now call upon the chief guests and the team leaders of the participating schools to light the lamp.
I request one student representative from each school to come forward and light the lamp.